So the hair that we're going to be using for this style is from HOTBRAIDS, and this is their Miracle Knots crochet in a style exotic natural curly 3A 3B. This is what it looks like. The first thing I like to do is prep. For me, especially if you're someone who doesn't have assistance or help, this will save you time and make the entire process seamless. So what you want to do is to make sure that you brush through your hair. If you have to straighten it out or use your hand dryer to dry it out, just to stretch it out a little bit. I want to head to section my hair, just the top part where I'll be braiding, and also the perimeter of my hair at the back, because I do want to create braids at the back just to cover up the crochet that we're going to be using at the middle. So literally all I did was section around the perimeter of my hair, and now we're done. So I wanted to time this entire process so that way you guys can see how long this took me in real time. Right now I'm just creating my braid pattern for the crochet that I'll be doing at the back, and I'm just fitting in the tail pieces, the tail end, so that way nothing sticks out. You want everything to be as clean and as seamless as possible, so that way it looks a lot more natural. And we just have one piece that's going to be hanging. When I'm done braiding this down, I'm going to tuck this in so that way it doesn't show when I'm done styling and crocheting. So just hide this in between the braids, the loose braids, and you'll be good to go. This is what my braid pattern looks like. Nothing too serious, but it's as clean as possible. Shine and jam is going to be your best friend, and right now it's 11:28. So I'm going to start braiding. I want you guys to take note of the time. I'm not too fast when it comes to braiding, but I think for my level I'm fast enough. So I'm just creating a center part, because I feel like anytime you're doing your hair, it's good to find the middle of your head. Just get the center out of the way and everything else just falls in place. So I'm going to be dividing my hair into 5 equal parts. Again, when it comes to dividing your hair, I find that starting from the center and working your way through makes it a lot easier and kind of makes the sectioning symmetrical, if that makes sense. So right now I have 5 sections out of the way, and I'm going to start braiding. You also want to section your hair based on the size of the braids that you want. Now personally, I kind of like the small to medium size braids. I find that they kind of suit me a lot better. So yeah, so when I get to the tip of my hair, I like to feed in at this time, and then I like to also divide the crochet hair into 3 equal parts, so that way we can have a clean and seamless braid down. And I braid it to about 2 inches. That way I know that it's secure enough and it wouldn't unravel, because I don't create knots whenever I'm doing this style on curly hair. It doesn't unravel, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after almost 3 weeks of wear at the end of this video. So this is going to be a repetitive process. You just have to watch and understand and learn at the same time. So feed in when you get to the tip of your hair, braid it down to about 2 inches and just let it go. So when I first saw this crochet hair, in my mind I was thinking, gosh, this would definitely most likely not be enough to cover my entire full head. But guys, when I did the first couple of braids, I'm like, whoa, I've just attached less than 10 pieces of crochet hair, and look at how full this is. So don't let it deceive you. This hair is super full and it has a lot of volume. This is what one side of my hair braided down. This is what it looks like. Look at the volume. Do you see what I'm talking about, right? So I'm going to clip that and do the other side, and this is what we have right now. Currently, this is what the time is saying. So we spent 2 hours 30 minutes doing the front braid down. Now I'm just going to spend a couple more minutes doing the back. Guys, this is the hardest part. I didn't use a mirror for the back. I just freestyled this and made it work. So yeah, I'm just doing the same thing I did in the front to the back, so that way if I decide to pack my hair up in a ponytail, it would kind of look like it is braids that I did all through the hair, and that will cover up the crochet parts that we're going to be doing. So feed in, braid down, feed in, braid down, and feed in. So now we're done with the back braids. I'm gonna turn around so you guys can quickly see what we have going on. And I was pretty shocked to see the lines. The lines are pretty straight, so I'm pretty proud of myself. Now we're gonna start crocheting the back. this part would take you less than 20 minutes depending on how fast you are and what you're doing at the same time. So I'm going to grab my crochet needle right there, and what you want to do is gently push this through your braid, open up the latch, put the feather crochet into the hook, close the latch, and then pull through your braid. Right, do the same thing again, open the latch, take one side of the crochet hair and then pull that through to create a knot. This is going to be a repetitive process, so you're going to keep doing this over and over again. Once you get the hang of it, once you can do this once, you are good to go. You just have to keep replicating and doing it over and over again. So now I'm just showing you the same process over and over again. Pull it through. Make sure that you're gentle with this. Probably use your hands because it's easier to manipulate with your hands once you drag the hair out and create a knot, right? You want to give yourself a bit of spacing while doing this. Again, this hair has a lot of volume. It has a lot of volume, so give yourself about half an inch in terms of spacing. Just kind of eyeball it, and if you feel like there are any sparse areas, you can always go back in to feed in more feather crochet miracle knots hair. So yeah, pull this through, create a knot, make sure that it's secure. I find that this, if you're someone who likes the easy route, you don't want to spend hours braiding, this will save you time. It will still give you the illusion, and it will also give you the volume as well. So yeah, I'm just doing this for each braid that I did, each cornrow that I did, and I'm just layering it with the crochet, with the feather crochet, with the miracle knots. I'm just using that to cover up the cornrow that we did. So yeah, by the time we're done, you guys wouldn't even see what's happening underneath this beautiful hair. So we're going to do this on the other side. I'm just going to switch myself over so that I can actually see what I'm doing. So this is what it looks like right now. Look at the volume. Look at the volume, guys. So now I want to start feeding in or crocheting in pieces of the miracle knots onto the braids that we did. Now, typically I would use 2, but when I say this hair is thick, this hair is full, so I only used 1, and you still see how full this hair turned out to be. So yeah, for this style I just had to feed in 1 miracle knot, 1 feather crochet braid per braid that I did, and look at how full the back braid is looking, guys. That's just the braids that I did. I'm not including the crochet that I just did now because the crochet is still in a bun. So it gets pretty full pretty fast. If you don't like the full look, you can definitely skip some braids, but I kind of like it. So we're adding 1 crochet miracle knot per braid, and I'm just adding it to the top of the hair, so that way it will add a lot more volume and also cover up like the sparse area, my scalp and all of that, just to give the illusion like of a hybrid of a wig but also braid. I don't know if that makes sense. So I decided to come a little bit close up so we can kind of see the works in detail, right? So push the hook through your braids, put the hair into the hook, drag it out, and then create a knot. So this is what one side of my hair looks like. I'm going to complete the other side so that we can see the true volume of this hair, guys. We only used one bundle, and yeah. So now we're done with the crocheting. Now look at how full this hair is. Look at how full she is. I made sure to record the time because I wanted to show you guys how long it took. So start to finish, this hair took me about 5.5 hours, and I did have like a 10-15 minutes break, and also I'm filming. So yeah, this is how full this hair is. We're just going to shapen this hair a little bit, cut off any excess layers just to create a beautiful frame around my face. If you want this shorter, if you want to even create more layers, more defined layers, you can do that, but I didn't want to ruin this hair just yet. So I'm going to be using the water bottle, like spray water bottle, to wet and dampen the hair. And once you do this, the true length comes in play. The curl patterns gets revived. Like, this is a different look compared to what it looked like some seconds ago. But yeah, I'm going to be using my curl cream just to add softness and curls and definition to these beautiful curls. I'm also going to be using my mousse. Again, when it comes to using mousse, I feel like this is totally optional. It's perfect for creating a very super defined curls, but then sometimes mousse can get very crunchy and harden your hair. So if you like your hair to be very fluffy and flowy, you can definitely skip this part. But if you want a little bit of definition, just a little bit of firmness in how defined the curls are, then you can use this. So yeah, this is what this hair is looking like. We have length now, but we still have volume, right? And it's totally different from where we started, because the curls just gave me a totally different vibe, right? I'm going to go ahead to just dry this down a little bit using my hand dryer, just so it is about 95% dry. And look at this. This is what this hair looks like. With this, you can style this however you want. You can do a ponytail, you can let it go down like a center part, you can even do a side part like I'm doing right now. Can manipulate my hair and doesn't hurt, right? I can do a half up, half down and get this look. You can bring out some strands of the crochet hair of the miracle knot to create this beautiful look as well. However you want to style this, girl, you can style it. We can do like a messy bun, we can do like a tight bun. This is what it looks like from the back, and this is what it looks like from the front. So this is what we're looking like after 2 weeks of wear. Now, I had this hair styled in a bun, so right now I just want to refresh it and release all that dent and revive this back to its natural state. And we're only going to be using water. We're just going to rehydrate the curls, but also finger comb it to loosen any tangling, just to make sure that everything looks brand new. Water usually does the trick. You can add in a little bit of product, but because we use a lot of product at the beginning of the installation, there is no need for that for me. So now this is what we're looking like after about maybe 5 minutes of detangling and reviving the curls. I'm just going to kind of tame my edges, and we're back in business. This is what we look like after 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm also going to be showing you guys what it looks like after 3 weeks and my exact take down process. So this is me about 3 weeks later. This is what the hair looks like. I saved this video just so I could include this after using this hair for about 3 weeks. This is what it looks like. Now, when it comes to this, you just need water to revive the curls back. A little bit of water, spray it on, and finger comb your hands through it, and look at that. Look at the curls popping back, right? But we're not trying to revive this because we've been reviving it. Now we just want to take this down, and I wanted to show you guys a takedown process, right? My hair still looks good. I'm looking at it right now. I'm like, I should have worn this for another week. But yeah, all you have to do is to take down losing the braids like you typically do, and you will find that the miracle knot feather crochet hair will just fall off easily. I wanted to show you guys how to take down from the braid side and also from the cornrow we did at the back. We're going to comb our hair just to release any knot, and I'm going to do this process again so you can see, right? So find where your braid starts or where your braid ends and losing it all the way. Be very careful. You do want to make sure that your hair is a little bit moisturized or damp, so that way it kind of slides off easily, right? So I'm going to go ahead to do everything at the top, and this is what we look like. Pretty easy. I've taken down all the braids. Now let's take out the crochet. To do that, what you want to do is to look for that piece of hair that we hid inside our cornrow and losing it That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna loosen this like you would typically loosen your cornrow, right? Forget about the crochet that you attach to it. Just carefully loosen this. Now when you're doing this, I will advise to also use a little bit of water just to condition your hair a little bit, so that way it slides off easily, right? But I forgot to spray water while doing this, so I did have a little bit of, I don't want to say kickback, but I found that it didn't slide off the way that I'm kind of used to. So as you can see, we still have it kind of stuck on my hair. I just need to kind of drag it out a little bit or tease it out a little bit, and there we go. It's totally painless as long as you're taking down your braids normally and you're not skipping any row, then you'll be good to go. So yeah, I'm just making sure that I grab all the pieces of crochet hair out of my hair and they should all fall off easily. This is what I have right now, some of them. I'm going to continue doing this process until I'm done. If you feel like it's stuck, just tease it a little bit gently and it will fall off, right? So right now I'm done on this side. I'm going to do the other side and show you guys what we have when we're done. So now I'm done with my hair. This is what my hair looks like after 3 weeks of wear, and this is what the bundles look like after 3 weeks of wear. So I'm putting it back the way that it came because now we can reuse this. These are reusable. I just have to wash and condition it and we'll be good. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just as a reminder, in case you guys forgot, this is a hair that we created, and yeah, this hair again is from HOTBRAIDS. I will leave all the links in the description box in case you're interested. Feel free to check it out. I'll also leave my discount codes as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye.